Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome to my Rise of the Republic playthrough, guys. As you can probably tell from the background, I've switched it over to that one. Don't know if anybody's actually watching at the moment. We'll see shortly, I guess. Right, sorry, we just lost sound for a second then. Anyway, let's jump straight into this. So, Rise of the Republic. And we are going to be playing as the Insubres, however I pronounce that. Sorry, guys. It's a while since I've played Rome, so actually it's initial easy. I'm going to be a wuss and leave it on normal. I might well put it up later, or if I'm doing one of the other campaigns, simply because I've not played Rome in a long time. You know, I'm not going to be a wuss. I'm going to pop it up to hard. This is one of the Gallic tribes. They've been there a while, so they've got some influence. Anyway, our bonus is we're more friendly with all factions. We get to use our Council of Druids. We get extra income from raiding and sacking, and can always choose night battles. Okay. Let's jump into this, guys, and see how it goes. And the obligatory intro video.
We failed you. Accused you and banished you. And you prayed for the gods to punish us. So they inspired our enemies. And sent savages. They took our land, sieged our city, to slaughter husbands, wives, and children. We are the city you loved, but we are destined to be the world. Marcus Furius Camillus, Rome needs you.
I mean, I'm not playing as Rome, but...
King Bellovesus led several Gallic tribes across the Alps. The Insubres were among the first, and they founded the formidable city of Mediolanum. Now they are surrounded by tribes fierce and treacherous, such as the Lepontii and Raeti of the Northern Highlands. Gauls inhabit the plains south of Mediolanum. Their chieftains could easily forego the bonds of blood due to unbridled avarice. The Ligurians are also a serious force, as their taciturn warriors are eager to avenge any aggression tenfold, even an imagined slight. Despite all this, opportunities for prosperity abound.
Okay, so we're obviously surrounded by other similar people. What's our first objective? Diplomacy is a useful tool, even for achieving political goals. Its virility, however, depends on the strength of our tribe. However, to be successful during talks, we must first be effective with our boots. It is wise to control territories in our immediate vicinity. To control two territories by direct opposite or through military alliances, and we'll get a warlord. Oops, I skipped something there, never mind. Can we join? Right, let's have a look around us. So we've got various tribes around us. We're in quite a mountainous region. I probably want to consolidate over here first. So consolidate behind me, guys. It's probably going to be my plan. rather than pushing down. Because if I push down, and I can end up at war behind me. Which I think means these guys are going to be my first targets. We've got a couple of armies. Ah, nice. There's some quite elite units. That's my general. Longsword warriors. Again, they're quite nice. They're armoured. What's that? Inspire. So they inspire everybody around them. What can we recruit? Young swords. And tribalist warriors. I assume tribalist warriors aren't going to be particularly good. I can see I've got 2 people watching, by the way, guys. So thank you for that. If you've got any questions, feel free to... Oh, I can see we've got 4 people watching. If you've got any questions, feel free to just shout out in chat, guys. If I'm doing it wrong, shout out in chat. I will do it wrong. So, you know, please do shout out. So here, we're going to move and then recruit. As I say, I'm going to go for these guys behind us first. Probably merge this army in. I'm not fussed by ranged in this game. These games, however, what's the range? 150. That's not bad. Let's get some young swords. These young men seek battle to enhance their status and experience. Okay, let's grab ourselves some young swords. Just to buff us up. Ooh, free growth, all provinces. Free growth, all provinces early on is actually probably better than the military ones, guys. So we'll keep an eye on that. Okay, let's see. You can merge some units into here. And head down to here. And let's end turn.
You fear us. It is in your eyes.
Okay, looks like we're going to war with these guys
And
first.
you are right to fear.
Who are
War
these?
comes.
These are a Celtic faction. Well, that's our first war sorted out. It's not the war I wanted, however. I'm not necessarily positioned brilliantly for it. That's a really weird faction to have gone to war with us. Let's start marching this way. It's going to give us a bit more time to recruit. Income's reasonable. Oh, I forgot to build buildings. See, that's the sort of thing tell me off for doing, guys. If I forget to do something like build buildings, tell me off. Food's okay at the moment. I need to remember to keep an eye on that. I'm going to up that so we can just recruit a bit more. We're going to push this way first instead. So we're going to be pushing over here to start with. Ooh.
Wise men look for friends to shelter them. In you,
No, I don't feel like I need defensive alliances at the moment, so we're just going to keep attacking. I'm not the best with Gallic factions, by the way, guys. So please, please, please tell me if I'm doing something wrong. As I said, I'm not arrogant enough to think that I always do everything right, because I definitely don't. Lots of reasonable swords here. These guys are pretty much throwaway, but they'll do for now. Let's push that one up. Pretty much burnt through our income, so we do need to attack. Probably going to push through these guys actually first then, and then go for them, because I don't have a direct path into these guys, so it's a bit weird that they went to war with me, but you know. Oh, I need to do attack. Extra wealth from agriculture. extra food, extra cultural conversion, or extra income, and unlocks better towns. Or I could start going down the military tree as well. I am at war, so we'll push down the military tree as well. No, I am going to recruit that guy before we push on. Actually, we're going to leave that. Oh, too late.
Our ancestors.
I'm still not giving you a defensive alliance. So I'm not planning on... Basically, anybody who's in one of my territories, so I can bring my territories together, I'm going to... A roving warband has captured a cache of jewels. The war chief brings it to you to prove his loyalty. What shall you do? I'm going to give it to the populace to keep them happy, because you can see they're already a bit unhappy, actually. Oh, can he join my army? Not sure what he actually... his buff is, but... military administration increases the authority of the army and reduces upkeep costs. That's nice. And stop me being able to move. You can actually head down there to try and keep that place in order. How's our income? 500, so it's not terrible. We will get into a battle soon, guys, I promise. Slums. Ah, that's because I couldn't build straight away. Oh, wow. And we're running out of food because I've got too big an army.
Ready for battle.
I'm going to get rid of some of these chaff units, actually. I'll keep some spears. But we get rid of a lot of these units because they're very... you know, they're more chaff units. They're not so useful. I'm going to save up there to be able to build up. We're going to get some more food from that as well next turn. So hopefully that'll sort our shortages. Otherwise things are going to get problematic.
Fair and honorable.
Nope, I'm still not giving them anything.
All would surely benefit if we agreed to open
Nope.
trade.
From this war.
Oh wow, so I don't have to worry about going to war with them because they went to war, you know, declaring war because they went to war with them. Okay. Ooh. We're getting attrition. Hey, sorry, I can't pronounce your name particularly well. But hey, thank you for watching. Okay, let's move up to a border. Should I just push in? Yeah, we're back on a nice positive income. Oh yeah, let's get some Etruscan spears in here before we push on. Okay, we're doing better there. We've got -1 there. Oh, actually, what I want to do before I do that is I want to get something built here so we don't get slums. Let's do that. Can I see what my influence is here? So Celtic culture is really good, but cultural differences are affecting that. So we're pushing that one, giving us public order and extra influence is good. Oh, and I need to do another research. Ooh. So extra general, buffing up my general units, which is always good. That said, buffing up melee attack skill for all units. So let's grab that one to start with, as we are definitely in war. Oh, we've got an unassigned skill.
Ready for orders. Thirsty for battle.
For my druid. Right. +1 attributes to all pair and army. That's not bad. SN. Okay, mate. Don't worry about that. Your English is probably a damn sight better than my Romanian. That's for sure. So, Oh, minus upkeep in parent army. We'll go for that one for the moment, because reducing the upkeep of my army is very nice, actually. Makes everything cheaper for my army, which means I've got a bigger income, which obviously helps.
Are you ready to do your duty to the tribe?
Let's get at least one unit of Etruscan spear. I mean, they'll be good for holding against cavalry.
All would surely
Yes,
benefit
you can have a trading room. Now, I'm going to start staying friendly with these guys, because that will actually help me. I don't want to go to war with them anytime soon. So we go to war with them too quickly. I don't really want a war on multiple fronts. I've got a big army here. Now, the question is what they've got here.
Your next command? On the move, lads.
Ooh, hoplites. Let's hire ourselves a unit of hoplites. They will be very good defensive. So they've actually got 35, but their defense, let's see. Melee defense is 30, melee defense is 35, and obviously they could form phalanx. It's just something I'm going to miss as these Gallic tribes, guys. Yeah, I'm going to miss that thing. What I really do want.
For my people, I ask humbly.
Yes, I'm Gallic.
Much
So I'm the Gallics in the north rather than the Romans, because there's loads of people doing the Romans, so I thought I'd do something a little bit different.
I ask humbly for a treat.
I don't want a non-aggression pact with them, but I don't want to annoy. I want to keep them on side. So yeah, I'm one of the Gallic tribes, the more friendly of the Gallic tribes, right in the north.
Starting out.
Okay, they appear to have two armies here. Eee. Ooh. That's now an easy auto, actually. I can. One of the things I get with these guys is I can choose to do night attacks automatically, which means it limits who can attack me. It's like lightning strike in the later ones. Slave, I don't want to. Or ransom them off. Let's ransom them off. People will look on us favourably. And we've leveled up our general. And let's start sieging. Let's get ourselves some siege engines. Hey Lazio, not a problem. I know it's a bit late, but it's the only time I have to do it at the moment. Unfortunately, unfortunately, I'm not saying unfortunately, I've got a little son, so in the day he's you know, a little demanding, which is fair enough. A little baby son, so he's a little demanding in the day, which is why I've got to do these things in the evening. Okay, well, we'll get ourselves some siege equipment there, then we'll go. Unfortunately, we're taking a bit of attrition as well. How are we doing public order-wise? I need to buff here up a bit. That one gives us food. I'm not planning on doing recruitment here. We'll go for this one. Buff up our wealth from all those things. Oh. This character has an unassigned skill. Ooh, him again. We're going to buff this one straight up to reduce the cost of the army. Right. I've not seen these new skill trees. I've not played Rome since they changed all the skill trees. So this is the authority tree, the cunning tree, and the warrior tree. Extra movement range is always really, really good. An extra reinforcement range, that's nice. So that's also giving me that. Oops. Oh well, I guess I'm going for that. Ha! Okay. I really should look at my diplomacy here.
My friend,
Let's get a trade agreement or two out.
the spirits of this... The gods will... There's a good pork roasting for you. And
Oh,
You speak well, but
I welcome you, worthy speaker. I am sure...
well, that'll do for now. Okay. So we're up here in the north, pushing these. Oh, they're pushing up. That's actually perfect. If they want to try and sally forth, I'm a little worried about these guys. I don't know what their stats are, but I suspect these Etruscan and Italian troops are going to be better than my Gallic troops, guys. Because, well, I mean, they're not Roman, but they're proper Italian troops rather than savages from across the Alps. Sorry if anybody's one of those savages from across the Alps. Alright, let's put these guys in the middle to help. Let's chuck these guys on the edges. So these guys are going in the middle because of their... he inspires everybody around him. Putting spears on the edge, I'm fairly sure you can guess why I'm putting spears on the edge, guys. And we're going to do boring but effective tactics here, guys. You guys can go off to the edge, actually. You can sit in the middle here.
Fire at will for missiles can be toggled on or off.
Okay, I don't care about that, Mr. Advisor.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
The reinforcements coming from behind. So are they moving towards me? They are. Ooh, there's deer on the map. Right, I actually want to move forwards and engage these guys fast. I'm going to squish my formation a little here. Because with them being so compacted, I don't need to be so wide. So giving myself a bit more depth will hopefully give me a little bit more... And then what we're going to do is we're going to... Basically, I'm just going to fold around them.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
You can straight up start engaging there. Get ourselves in position. We're going to slam into them and we're going to bring our flanks around into the sides of them. Maybe at some point, mate. I'm not doing much Attila at the moment. I keep meaning to do an Attila campaign. That, and I want to do a Napoleon campaign as well. At the moment, I'm mostly doing Warhammer. And it actually stopped. Let's shoot their cav. Right, let's not let them get away. I want to be a little careful with these guys being so close. But what we want to do is we're doing nicely here. These guys are going to move in behind here to cover. These guys are going to come in and slam into the flanks. As are these guys. Okay, these guys are going to form a line here to stop these reinforcements, and these guys are going to slam into the back of here. So we're completely surrounding these guys now. Which is hopefully going to do a lot of damage to them. You guys can move up and start throwing javelins in. And obviously, I want to be a little careful with this. You guys can just move back just a little. We're breaking these guys, surrounding them like this. You know, you can see they're wavering because they're surrounded, which causes a lot of morale damage to them.
The enemy general is dead.
You can move up and support there. You can move up and support there, because we're pretty much done here.
Ready and waiting. Battle ready. Melee warriors.
Yeah, I know. As I said earlier on, if you might not have been watching, I'm not the best with Gallic tribes. So this could be a bit of a challenging campaign for me. So if I'm doing things wrong, let me know. And if I do silly things like that, by all means call me out on it. You guys can move up to the side, getting my range right around the back of these guys. Ooh, it's a lovely little gap for me to flood through there. Ooh, let's support. Slam into them, please.
Field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Ew, I'm messing this up. Adelaide, I'm not going to say I'm the same, but I generally don't play them. It's not really my play style, but I thought I'd try something different, as everybody's doing currently everybody's doing a Rome playthrough. So I thought I'd try a faction which was a bit different. And to stretch me a little bit. Nice. Push you guys around. You guys can, my range can all hit these guys.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Let's fold into these guys. We've surrounded them again, guys, now. So they're going to start falling. I'm going to cut through these guys quite nicely. Well, I hope. Okay. In game, I'm the Gallic. Celtic. In real life, I'm not gonna comment. Okay. I'm happy with that one. 600, 700 losses for 1,600 affairs. I am quite happy with that. Skulls to the throne of skulls. I can always say that. Any game, I'm sure. Not quite sure how it'll work when I'm doing 2 Point Hospital in a month's time, in the end of the month, but you know. I mean, if I'm doing it wrong, I can say it. Okay, leveled up. Oops, remember to mute my phone. This becomes an easy auto. Nice protective stance. Don't want to take losses. We've got ourselves another nice big capital. We lost some of the chaff. Oh no. Oh wow. No, I want to take it. My mission is to take settlements at the moment. So, where are my missions? So yeah, my current is control 2 provinces. Okay, we need to swap some of these over from the grotty Roman buildings. Ooh, leveled up our Imperium. That means people stop liking us, isn't it? So we get a military tradition. Extra weapon damage inflicted by all my units. Yeah. Extra weapon damage is always useful. Charge bonus. Yeah, let's take the charge bonus. And we've gained a hunter. Let's get ourselves some more native Etruscan spears here. Oh wow, that minus 17 is because we've just taken, so we've got a lot of instability in this province, which should drop off. Yeah, minus 20 for the conquest. That'll drop off quickly. We're doing okay there. We're doing okay there. And my income is going up again now, nicely. Ooh, we've got some guys up there. Ooh, are we about to be sieged? My daughter has come of age. So these both. So that's the one which gets me that. So this is the ranged one. That's ranged. That's melee. I'm going to grab one of those to start with. Mercenary wise, I'd actually like some hoplites. Did I not hire a unit of hoplites? Anyway, I'll get ourselves some cav. Save my army from this? I don't think I need to worry about that. Build my army up a little bit, maybe. Hire a few mercenaries for now. Let's chase these guys. That's an auto. Aggressive. Oh, I didn't realise. Predicted remaining force. Aggressive. I'd have probably done better fighting myself, but I'm going to release the captives again because it gets me some income, basically. I'm going to chase him down to finish him off.
Is there nothing else? Is that all?
What? I didn't think... I've been playing too many other ones. I wasn't expecting him to be able to run away after being double tapped. Because in Warhammer, if you double tap... I don't just play Warhammer, I do play all of them. But it's a while since I've played another one. You guys looking forward to Three Kingdoms, by the way? Ooh, we've got more now. Reduces upkeep. Or I can level this one up. Ooh. Melee attack is always useful. Yeah, let's grab that one. Going straight down the pure military one. Alright, we're going to start heading back towards the settlement to replenish now. What will this give us? More income, bigger garrison. More income, bigger garrison is always useful. Let's knock that over. Yeesh. Yeah, I need to get rid of some of those mercs. gonna keep the cav because I'm lacking cav at the moment. I'm intrigued by the way it's got a legendary mode. I'm probably calling them the wrong thing. I don't want a defensive alliance with him. I've already got a trade agreement, don't I? So that's enough for now. No, it's got a words are failing me. A legendary mode and a realistic mode, which both sound really interesting. Admittedly, I can't help but thinking legendary mode is just going to be Dynasty Warriors Total War, but there's nothing wrong with that. That'll be good fun. You are allowed to disagree with that.
Are you ready to do your duty to the tribe?
Actually, what's these guys' upkeep? 54, that's not too bad, is it? I'm going to keep this. I know it's expensive, but having at least some cav. Ooh. See, I won't have 2 because that's too expensive. But I might just get another one and get rid of him simply because he's low. Ooh, what's better? The ones which are far more expensive, but they're also far better. Mercenary Gallic Axe Cavalry. I've got to get me some of those properly. It costs me money to demolish buildings. I hadn't realised that. Okay. Which one next? Whichever one I go for next, the other one's going to send an army down here. Not ideal, but that's inevitably what's going to happen. Okay. Give it another turn before we push. Anything here which can up my replenishment? Doesn't look like it. I think it's my food. Yeah, it's the amount of food I've got which increases my replenishment. Well, it's different teams making them both. I'm looking forward to Warhammer 3. I'm intrigued. I want to know what it's actually going to have. What it's actually going to do. Let's keep pushing down the military one. I've not really got much cav. Yeah, let's buff my general because he's my strongest unit by far at the moment. So I mean, we'll see when they come. But even if they were going to release at the same time, let's be honest, guys, they will stagger them even if they were, because it just makes sense. They want a peace treaty. Nope, I can't. Oh, they're not. Of course not. They're Etruscan. These guys, I might be able to confederate if I battered them back. Whereas because these guys are Etruscan, I can't confederate them. Let's have a look. Diplomacy, where I've actually got to go into the thing rather than double-clicking.
For me, but please don't bother.
Oh well, it was worth an offer. It's time to march, guys.
Warriors all! Is that all? Move out!
Garrison of Gallic Axemen. Gallic Axemen. I prefer to up this one here, to be fair. Gallic heavy spears sound quite good. These guys are cavalry masters, so I don't really want to be facing them yet, so I'll probably try and stay friendly with these guys, actually. they hate me. Oh god. They are Italian and they hate me, guys.
Speak your speech so that I may go
Do you
to
want a
the
non-aggression
bar.
pact? And they're quite big. So probably want to be a bit careful about them. Though if they're a cavalry army sitting behind my walls is a definite tactic.
Perhaps a modest gift of coin would have my people see you in a new light.
Sorry, who's this wanting? It's these guys again. No. Because I need to take 2 complete territories, and taking them is going to be incredibly easy. And then, realistically, that means the Venetia is going to be my next target.
The people and the priests agree.
Yeah, no. Do you think they've noticed my army bearing down on them? To be fair, with their garrison, they've probably got a reasonable army here, but they've kept it outside. That's an auto. Nice balanced stance there. I do tend to fight battles, guys, when it's a tough battle. What I won't do is I won't fight ones like that, which are just going to be a cakewalk, because it's, let's be honest, it's not fun to watch. Yee, they took a lot of damage. And let's occupy. So I have to change it to my own version. Okay, let's start clearing stuff there so we can start pushing. I'm going to give it 1 turn before we march on. And again, we've leveled up, which is good. I'm going to start pushing down one of the other trees now. Ooh, that's nice. Oh. He says, then he realises that and wants that. Votive offering. So, druids are doing something which gives us extra public order and extra morale. I'm happy with that.
Ready for orders.
I'm going to march up to my border, so we're still getting some replenishment. We're going to move on these guys next turn. Let's get the conversion some food out. There's a lot of debate. It looks like from some of the teasers they've dropped, it looks like still not giving you a non-aggressive back. Looks like it's going to be chaos. A lot of people hoping for the ogre org kingdoms as well, because that could be interesting. There's a lot of comic relief there, but I don't know how true it is, but I know a lot of people have been saying that they've got they're allowed to do what they want. Another easy auto. Come on, somebody give me a good battle. I'm probably going to lose that unit though. Yeah, they've been given permission to do what they want, so they could do a lot of things, but we'll see.
We cannot do that. Warriors all.
I'm not sure why Knight Attack makes it better. Oh, because they don't get reinforcements. Okay, we have an actual fight on our hands here, guys. My cav is weak. And I'm going to keep these guys out, which is a shame because they're some of my better units. Though my general is going to plunge head first in here. But yeah, no, so we'll... You want to play Warhammer Italy Telia? There is a mod for Telia. There's a Southern Wet Realms mod, which I've been meaning to play, which is meant to be very good, actually, guys. I don't like... I'll wait for some nicer weather. So how do I want to push in here? straight from this side. So there I've got to fight through the town, whereas here there's a nice easy entrance. Yeah, that's what a lot of people think, and if they do the my Warhammer lore's not brilliant, that segment of land in between as well. Yeah, but yeah, adultly, it's it's in my list of ones to do. I've got quite a lot of requests, but no, there's definitely a mod for Southern Kingdoms, which is well worth a look at, and it is on my list of ones which are planning. I don't know when it will be done, but it is there, so at some point.
The radar map allows an aerial view of the battle, detailing the position of your units.
Did I accidentally leave 2 units over here?
And also
I did.
Assistant planning and attack. Orders can also be given from the.
Oops. I left my 2 chaff units over there. Oh well, they can sit over there. A lot of it's kind of done, and you know, some is, some isn't. So it's all kind of. It's like Bretonia's kind of a mash of the chivalric British, French mythos with a whole chunk of Monty Python chucked in. So they're all. So I don't know what the border princes are. I know the empires of the Holy Roman Empire to an extent. Right, let's push forwards. We're probably going to have to want to push in here with my swords as a group. I could have split my forces, but we're just going to do one big push here. Oh, wow. That's an interesting formation they've got there. But no, as I say, I'm not sure on the border princes at all who they're based on.
Scrappers, ready! Run! Orders!
You guys can turn to face them. You guys can push in and hit them. Not going to be subtle there. We're just going to.
Our general is under attack.
Let's pull you guys around. You guys can just move up to be firing over. Within reason, but I think they've pretty much, because obviously Games Workshop have disbanded that universe. I think they've got permission to play with it. Charge that cavalry! We're pushing through nicely here. Let's hit onto them. I guess, yeah, they could be. They're meant to be very ravaged. I mean, they're one of the factions which, I mean, it's not really meant to be one, so it could be something like that. But they're also very, you know, they're meant to basically, I think their law is they kind of exist then don't exist, then exist then don't exist, because they're constantly being battered by attacks from the orcs from the Badlands. Slam into them. My spears aren't going to do great there, but it'll keep them pinned. Then we're going to push up and get that cap. I say that, we're doing reasonably over here. I mean, they've got lots of tribalist warriors. I'm seeing the swords. I'm assuming they're better than just tribalist warriors. Possibly, but, you know, I think it's more... I think they might... expand some other factions, at least the multiplayer, because they seem to be very into their multiplayer. Very, very into their multiplayer. You guys are going to charge down here now. No, let's completely break them first. But no, very, very into their multiplayer with Warhammer. I'm not so good at multiplayer, so I've not done too much. I've done a little bit. I was in a tournament and I managed to win one match. No, one match. So yeah, it didn't go well. So we have the cap. We don't have the cap, it's hell. It's neutral at the moment. There are noble swords there. Oh, yeah, Kislev will definitely be coming in at some point because, well, they'd be daft not to. Let's group them. You guys can start heading down too. If we don't see Kislev, I would be amazed. They're going to take a lot of fighting through, especially as my units aren't particularly well positioned. Let's pull some of these guys out. Basically, you can pull these guys out and we're going to pull round the back. All of these guys are just going to charge in here. That'll do. Let's form behind, then we're going to charge into their back. They're breaking some of my units because they are very solid units, actually. And they're levelling themselves up because they are shredding my guys. They are slowly dying. They will die, but it's going to take a while. Yes. There is also a mod for Kislev, but it looks a little OP. Like it makes them a little OP from what I've seen. Let's squish that unit. There we go.
Noble fighters.
The enemy general is dead.
But I guess Kislev probably needs to be a little OP at the moment because I tell you what, Norska are a little OP. One of the main amazed within Warhammer at the moment is Norska seems to cause the Empire to confederate so much faster. We have the cap. How long do I actually need to hold that cap for? Is this not the same? Ha!
The battle is turning in our favour.
Does the cap just give me a buff in this one? It's too long since I played a non-Warhammer Total War game, guys. Do a little bit of double timing.
An entire unit has perished.
That'll do it. Whew. I'm not sure I'd call that close. I lost my cav. If they were mercenaries, who cares? So yeah, that general was tough, but he was their faction leader, I assume, so it's kind of understandable. Yeah, definitely don't need that in two places. I'll leave it for now, however.
Ready for battle.
We can get some of our own horse now.
Fight with us. It's a good life.
Where Where is Albion?
Ready for orders.
Oh, I can do an edict. Tax rate, loyalty. At the moment, I need food and public order here. Oh, it's only a city, is it? I'm not sure where it is, so as I said, my Warhammer lore isn't the best. An adventurer returns from his travels with tales of distant lands and civilized Greeks. Some tales sound preposterous. Embrace them, they sound interesting.
Ready for battle.
Let's chase the remainder of them off. I assumed so, but I'm... Oh, it's that little icy island.
On the move.
I'm not sure I'd want to be a faction based there, because... Yeah. Get rid of them, get myself some more swords. Nice balanced army there. And we've got one of our things, so we're going to move down and we're going to blat this guy next. Let's give him a chance. He can always try and join us. Oh, I thought... These guys are still the next logical target for me for my campaign. Lots of food because it increases my unit replenishment. Oh, and we have some rebels. No, I do think I know the one you mean now. It's that little one right off the kind of tip of the peninsula of not Ulfwan. You know where I mean. I'm fairly sure I know which one it is. It looks like it should be big enough to have something on it, but it doesn't. You are protected from secession or civil war, but this is about to expire in 3 turns. I need to go look at my diplomacy, don't I? Because I've not been. So I think we're nice and strong. It's my family tree. I really should find my character a wife. Improve relations, gather support, seek spouse. Okay, that's a good one. These are my opponents. I can hire politicians? I need to look into how this the political side of this works at the moment. Oh, and I can... Ah! So I've got druid actions. Costs money, though. At the moment, I think I'm okay. I've got most of the influence, so... It's the other party. Purge. An organised massacre of all who support this. -4 loyalty. -20 loyalty to the party. And -10 loyalty for all other parties. There's only one party. Purge! I just purged my... yeah, okay. Many were slaughtered, some managed to escape, but they will lay low for a while. It didn't really make much difference at all. Okay. You'll have to pop me a link to where it is, because I'm not entirely sure. But I think I know which one it is. I think it's the one on the edge of the big island just off the end of Norska. Ooh, I need to do some tech. Yeah, let's do that one for now. Ooh, my druid's leveled up again. Let's have a look. Extra mercenaries and -1 mercenary hiring cost. That's not necessarily bad. Extra melee attack for all units. That's good.
We have fine goods, and you
I
don't.
have a trade agreement while I march over to batter them. Let's hit these guys. I've barely touched. Yeah, I've fought some Etruscans, but it's an easy one. Okay, those Etruscan rebels. Is this my leader? Yes. Extra melee attack again. Build that settlement up. Ah! Remind me to not do that without... Oh, my force is an unspent tradition. Without having the money to build something else. Oh, it's damage one again. So I'm now bordering on these guys who are the horse mastery people. Don't particularly want to be fighting them yet. Ideally, I want to be making them friends with me. But they really don't like me. I could go to war with them.
There's a good pork roasting for you. And
I'm
butter
gonna
ale and mead.
stay friends with the guys behind me. I'm going to go to war with these guys. Are they Mongols? Let's actually level this up then. Let's demolish that. Build something there before it turns into a squalid hut.
The gods will have me listen to you, but do not pass the day in words without merit. I am sure that you're worth. I welcome you, worthy speaker. Well met,
Trade
friend.
agreement with them.
Satan,
No.
you're good.
Ah, okay. Oh, we're going to be invading them soon. You know what I'm going to do before I invade them? May want some more, I may want some of those heavy spears. It's going to be a couple of end turns before we do much, though. We've only got one really big route into my territory. Let's have a proper look at this. So they've got... No, they've got two big routes in. Patavium is their really big settlement. That's a long march for them. Up into my territory, straight into here, which... I don't know how good a garrison it's got, but we'd have plenty of time. I'm also probably going to look at building another army once we start pushing. Why can't I build the other one? I thought I could go down either tree from there. Ooh. Oh wow, that provides a good garrison actually on its own. Push up wealth there. We're going to be pushing into them soon, but I want to be ready first. Access to salt kilns. Still off entertainment. Opens up more things. Ooh, plus 10% move rate for all land armies. That's actually really good. We're just going to go take a look at this border. I'm going to hit here first. Simply... I'm sending him out to actually go and look at what's down here first. Ooh, corrupts local officials, forcing them... It's not bad. Let's steal some of their income. I think this guy can bribe as well, which if I remember this means I actually steal some of their army. But I could be wrong, that might be the wrong one. Oh, those goits! I have a civil war! So they get too weak? Do they secede? Did I cause that by purging them? Noble horse, heavy spear. Oh, noble horse has we actually probably had not great horse. I'll start. Let's hire some mercs. As I say, I've not been paying enough attention to this at all. I don't know how these guys, how you could work out if they're going to secede. If they become too weak, do you guys know if they become too weak, do they secede? Is it a matter of balancing it, if they, so they don't feel too weak? I've secured their loyalty. I mean, they're not anywhere, so... Oh, wow, so she's actually in my family tree. Okay. I'm not too worried about that over there. We can deal with that relatively easily. Ooh, I should have moved further forwards with my army. Never mind. We've got a feast. Nice.
How can I assist? My words will sway them.
Let's try and incite some unrest.
I give this success to my ancestors.
I mean, I don't know how likely that's actually made a rebellion. Not very. Let's be very unsubtle.
A merry meeting. How can I help?
Yeah, so we can try and make an enemy army join our faction with that. I'm not ready to declare war just yet. Oh, I should get a warrior actually, because they allow me to recruit. Not recruit. Gain more influence. Right, that'll do for now. Let's end turn. Building up another army over here to go and deal with these guys. Hopefully they're not pushing around the back.
Our offer is fair and honourable.
Still not giving them military access. I wonder if you can end up being at peace with the guys who secede from you. And these guys are at war down here, so their army's probably over here somewhere.
There is more I could do.
I'm a bit too skint.
I am a sage of the forest.
But let's do this. Oh, that was easy. Occupy here. Oh, nice. Okay. That's our first capture in this war.
Our ancestors.
That's still not happening. He's going to keep asking, isn't he? One day I might surprise him by doing it. Probably not.
How can I assist? The gods have shown me what must be done.
Let's see if we can get this to work. Oh, failure. I'm going to push here, Simply because they can charge and push here and I've not lost anything.
For the tribe. Warriors all.
Let's drop them now.
Fight with us. It's a good life.
They are. They've got really good defence. That's it for now.
Good fighters.
Just building up these to get up for our push. I mean, you keep trying to bribe their armies, and I'm going to push that one up high. Because being able to bribe people's armies is very good. God, they might get it eventually, but I'm not going to give them a defensive alliance.
Of my people are simple. Some of your
Yeah,
fine
you can pay me for a trade agreement. I will accept that.
Heard in good faith, then. You have proved worthy with this acceptance.
I'm a little confused as to why these guys
Sage of the forest.
aren't moving.
Without trust, an army is nothing. The gods honor me with success.
Oh, so they murdered their commander. That's not terrible.
Let them cower before us.
And they're letting me take the rest of their cities while we do this.
Ready for battle. Warriors all.
Right.
For the tribe. Ready for battle. Is there nothing else?
Let's push here. Run away!
Findings.
That's better. They've got a lot of troops. I've got better troops.
During the deployment phase, you can secretly arrange your units inside the
Yes,
deployment
yes, yes.
zone.
We know.
Spears. Elite cavalry.
Nothing subtle here, guys.
Battle ready.
The review panel contains the unit or ship cards representing your force. Clicking on a card selects a unit or ship.
They're coming slightly uphill towards me, which should help. There's a lot of them, and that is my issue here. Right, we're going to just form a little bit of a V. If they can want to come into the centre of us there, that's actually perfect. If.
Our general is under attack.
Hit those skirmishers. Come on. Okay, hit those chariots.
Get running. Elite cavalry.
We'll kill them all.
Run! Curse you!
Swords.
Forward! Roar! Run! Curse you!
Don't want to be engaging those horse.
Warriors eager for blood.
Break, 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 break. Get out. You do not want to get pinned there.
Spears!
Bull. Ready.
What
Melee fighters.
are they doing?
Swords. Warriors ready.
Battle ready! Orders! Roar!
Bull.
That was special of them. They just managed to yeah.
Our general has
Get.
fallen.
Oh damn! That's not good, however.
Our men flee the
Get my
field of
spears
battle.
onto them. Ah!
It's a shameful display.
Yeah, losing my general was not good. This is just turning into a bit of a melee. You can slam into them, please, and you can turn and batter into them. Losing my general is actually what is going to cause us to lose this, potentially. We're fully engaged here. Let's see. Frenzied charge at them, please, to take them out. I mean, their units are generally, not all, but generally weaker. That said, there's a lot more of them. Oh, perfect. You can push into that gap and slam into the back of them. Of those nobles. Ooh, this is going better than I'd hoped. Breaking their archers off.
The enemy general is dead.
Oh, thank God. So they're have just as big a morale hit as me. It's probably because I've just reinstalled this, so it's giving me all of the things again. I did not deserve that victory. That was a messy battle. What won it there was simply I had the better troops. I purged them before, I'm going to kill them now. I'm giving them calf, I really shouldn't.
As you request.
How many decent mercs? I realise I've just put myself into negative. I'm going to batter these guys. And then probably drop them.
What is the holdup? As you request. Hurry up! March!
Straight onto there.
What do you wish of me? Without
Try and
trust,
bribe him?
An army is nothing. My success is for the tribe.
Oh, they appeared to murder him again. Double time back down to here. Yes, yes. that's a tricky one. I'm going to be honest, I love medieval. I actually really enjoyed Britannia Total War. I'm going to go completely different. I would absolutely love to see something not time period, but I would love to see a oh, I completely missed there. I would love to see a Lord of the Rings Total War, because I love Lord of the Rings, so that would be my favourite thing. Time period wise, it's actually quite a tricky one, because it's what time period they could do which would actually work well. Yes, well, there was a really, really old game called The War for Middle-earth. I think it was called The War for Middle-earth, and it was strategically like this, though the battles weren't the same. And you literally started as Frodo and Sam in the Shire. That was it. That's what you started with. And you had to make your way across the world, and depending on where you went, you got different things. So say if you went to Crick Hollow, which is where in the books they pick up Merry and Pippin, you get Merry and Pippin. If you pick up if you go to Bree, you get Strider, and there were other random made up characters seeded around the world, and you're being chased to start with, so you've got to try and escape and push through, and you can go different routes, and you can try and build a big army and force your way into Mordor, or you can try and take your time and sneak in. But as you slowly progress across the world, more and more friendly armies activate to help you and things, and you could kind of have a War of the Ring mode where it's just everybody fighting everybody, and you could also have a story mode. Yeah, that is the problem. Warner Bros. Has all the licenses.
Don't forget that your units have a range of abilities that can...
It would be epic if they could get permission to do it. Let's push forwards quickly. But no, as I said, I know there is a Lord of the Rings mod which I do need to play. I have played it a long time ago before I started doing Let's Plays. Yeah, no, I don't know if I know they've tried to put some story stuff in, but I don't know how that works. Back in the days when you could mod campaigns. I'm going to do a charge onto them. Just to hammer the unit, then break off.
Our general is under attack.
And break off. And recharge. Let's do these cycle charges. Reasonable charge bonus. To be fair, some of these guys are more melee, but... probably didn't necessarily pull them off for long enough. Break off. Charge bonus. DNC? You see, it's the tricky thing, and it's the thing I think about 40k. It's a lot of people say they'd love to see a World War I Total War, but I don't know how well it would work, because the reason Total War works quite well is because you've got... oh, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. It's because you in the time period, everybody, you know, people used units, whereas when things aren't as solid unit based, I don't think it would necessarily work as well. Hammer into the back of these guys and finish them off. These guys are going to get around the back here. I'm not paying attention to my cav because I'm talking to you guys. It's not a bad thing. But no, that would be my worry with something like that. I don't think 40k lies itself to this. Same as I don't think First World War does, because it's not so unit based. North and South would be good. American Civil War could work. North and South, because there was a game called North and South. Yeesh. Has he literally obliterated the rest of my cavalry? Let's get my general out of there. Yeah, I just don't think World War I would work particularly well. Wow, I am getting... This is not going well. Excuse me, I'm going to go quiet talking to you because I'm messing this up. I need to pay a bit more attention. That's the thing about sagas, is it gives them the opportunity to try things.
This is a shameful display.
It's frenzied charge time. Let's get these guys down here who are actually close.
An entire unit has perished.
This battle went from good to bad quickly.
Warriors, ready. Get running. Spears.
We'll try and pull these guys out and get them around the flank.
Melee warriors, battle ready. Back, live to fight another day. Spears, battle ready. Wolves, orders. Get warriors, move out.
I got a feeling they are going to shred me, guys.
Swords. Orders.
Oh, wow.
Forward. Battle ready.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Looks like I messed this one up, guys. Oh, wow. How did I lose that?
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Really? How on earth did I manage to lose that? I mean, that guy. I'm gonna stop picking cavalry as my generals. I mean, I think it would be another saga. But yeah, they could do a few things with that.
The gods speak through thunder and storm. The best ale is of little comfort. As clouds gather.
Yeah, they can have non-aggression pact. I want to avoid wars. They're weak, so I'm not too worried, but... Young blood. There are many young men eager to prove. Recruit them. What? Oh, whoops.
Ready for battle. Deep, traveling on silent wings.
I don't want to cite unrest. What I do want to do is I want to go and
How can I assist?
take Batavium though. However, I'm going to need to head back here. You can rejoin this army. Where's that other army gone? Oh, they're down there.
Ready for battle. Thirsty for battle.
Try and bring this to an end. I'm just going to auto this after last time. That'll do. We battered the successionists. Get rid of all these mercs. Level up the army and level him up. Straight down the military trees. Let's make sure I keep these guys happy. Ooh, they're pacifists. Weirdos. Yeesh. Loyalty breakdown. Overcame secession. That gives me a buff. I assume if loyalty gets really low, I have to start worrying about this faction. Regions 2. I assume that's how many regions they actually have most of the control over? I don't know.
Consult your ancestors, but you will see the merit.
I'm not paying them for military access. Ew, they sabotaged my supplies. Just gonna auto that. There we go. Ooh, and here comes an enemy army. They've been expanding down here. I'm going to recruit a small army here to go and take this settlement. With the leader of the other faction. We're not going to do it this turn. Do some merging. So they could well move up and siege me. We'll see what goes on. But yeah, no, as I was saying, guys, yeah, no, north and south could be interesting. And there's a few little things like that. And it sounds daft. There's probably lots of little medieval European wars and things they could do. No, I don't want to annoy these guys too much because they're reasonably sized.
I offer this in the name of our people.
Because I don't know all the little European wars. I mean, I know the Britannia and all that because I'm British. But I'm sure there's tons of things they could do similar. Hogwarts Total War. It would certainly be an interesting one. Interesting. Very nice. Lots of cheap throwaway units here as well for the push. Start getting more people over to my faction. Don't know if I want to attack.
Treading good paths. Be pleased to
Bribe general 70%. Let's try.
show me what must be done.
Even if they murder him, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
My success is
Oh, they murdered the general, guys.
the gods shower me with blessings. I am a sage of the forest.
Let's buff up our bribe. I'm trying to think of other periods which would be interesting. Three Kingdoms is going to be good. It's tricky. I would like them to do another empire and another medieval.
How can I assist you? I speak with the voice of my people. There is more I could do. I will show them a better way. I give this success to my ancestors.
Oh, we just bribed them into disbanding. I was hoping we'd get them. Okay, that's actually a pathetic army they've put up against me.
Your next command?
Sell off the captives. That's dead.
Move out! I want hourly patrols.
Would be different being able to only play barbarians. I'm not sure many people would play it though. Let's start pushing down the cunning tree. We're going to push up to this border, hire a load of mercs and take here to get all of that. Let's stop neglecting my settlements back here as well. There's one thing I do like about Warhammer is the fact it warns you when you're missing units. Ooh.
I suggest that we agree terms.
No. I see no need for peace with these guys.
The gods speak through thunder and storm, but they tell us to ally with you, if you will have us.
Not at the moment. I want to see how this goes. Oh god damn it! One day I won't forget to do this, guys.
Can I finish my wine?
Ooh.
I am ready.
Yes.
What is the holdup?
That should make us powerful enough to deal with them. And then we'll move on to here. Then we might even offer a peace treaty. Might.
I set aside my soul.
Nope. As I get bigger, I'm going to try and confederate some of these guys back here.
I am ready. Kill them. Is that all? Run them down.
Yeah, Silmarillion would be interesting, but that's the thing. If they did, if they were to ever get that license, they could do lots of different things with it. But it's about getting the license, which they don't own. So we're going to double time back up to deal with this.
As you request.
Thirsty for battle. Ready for orders. You have further orders? Ready for further orders.
Let's march on Ravenna. Everywhere else we're doing quite well. Ooh, who doesn't have a skill?
I live to serve my people.
Let's up axe infantry, not that I really use it. Ooh, extra research speed.
A flapping tongue that speaks without wisdom is not welcome. Be like a spear and have.
Potentially going to end up at war with them at some point, but not soon. Eee, that's not good. I'm a little worried I'm going to have another civil war in a minute. Maybe making her a general was not the best idea.
Blood and iron! To travel is to be free. Cowards, out them now!
Especially as these guys are pacifists.
Just say the word. Anything else?
I should have taken her into battle and specifically got her killed so I didn't have a pacifist in charge.
Just say the word. Can I finish my wine? The weak may as well be dead. Ready for anything.
Up the damage of the army. And let's give her some cunning. We can't afford to secure loyalty at the moment.
Let them count. The way is blocked.
I know, probably more of the losses than I could have, but I'm actually just going to sack here. Ooh, liberate. I'm liberating these guys.
Warriors all!
My friend, be welcome. Down. My people looked for a feast tonight, but your goatish stubbornness has killed them. Greetings, friend. I've called for.
I can't trade with them, apparently. I don't think... I mean, are there really multiple actual factions in that? Ooh, that helped. I may need to do a purge. So I'm getting minus 15 from that. Well, it depends which bits of the Silmarillion you did. Because, for example, you could do the, well, it's not really the war, but you could do the, oh, what was it called? Oh god, I keep forgetting about these bloody slums. The girdling of, Morgoroth, where, with all the elven nations around, and basically it's not a win, it's a, can you actually manage to stay alive for long enough to not lose?
Now! Anything else? Can I finish my wine?
Hire them, we're going to take here next turn, then we'll potentially offer a peace treaty. You can start pulling back.
I don't care how tired you are.
I am a sage of the forest. Remember, warriors, our ancestors.
Okay. No, there are some interesting eras. Basically, Silmarillions just means Lord of the Rings Total War, but different eras if they were to do it. And you could have some very interesting era, you know, settings if you were to do that. But yeah, it would be a...
Let them cover! Our path is blocked!
Mm.
Run! Run for your lives! I am ready!
Okay, we need to double time it back up here.
Ready for battle.
You see, again, it's very tricky because you're getting, with Victorian era, and even with the Civil War, you're getting to the era where fixed units, formations, aren't really used as much. Because, like, the Boer War and things would be, you know, they're potentially very interesting, but the Boer War was when we stopped using unit formations. We started realizing that the weaponry had come on with modern rifles and things had come on to the point where actually you did much better by not having a big blob of red people stood in a line shooting at each other, which, much as people take the mick out of the Napoleonic era for doing that, it completely was the best way of fighting a war up until
To serve my people. What you cannot steal, burn!
very recently, because they were just so inaccurate. You needed a big unit of people, and I think that's where Total War really breaks down, because you need those fixed formations for it to work. Oh, did they just try and sneak around me?
Wise men look for friends.
I'm going to give it to them, because they may end up confederating with me if I give it to them. So yeah, Victorian era at points could be very interesting, though I think possibly just pre-Victorian era. Guys, sit there and chat and shout slums at me repeatedly until I don't forget about it anymore.
I am ready. Encircle.
I mean, if they've left the town... Possibly, yeah. That's the thing, is there's almost certainly lots of periods and wars and really interesting things which I don't necessarily know as much about. There's also lots of sort of mythos, you know, they could use various non-licensed mythologies as well, which would be quite interesting.
Do not waste time on pleasantries and babble.
Let's at least make them
Speak
pay
what
me
you
for it,
must
though.
and be done.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
We find you worthy of...
And we have
The
peace.
gods have blessed you in many ways.
Welcome, worthy friend. Let us... I thank you for...
And we're starting to see the proper Rome now. Having fought around in the mountains up here. I'm going to build up a bit now, guys, before we
Speak quickly and well. Speak ill.
before we really move on.
We have need of talk, I'm sure. Our
No.
This
Probably going to have to deal with these guys next. Yeah, let's grab that 'cause we've got a lot of swap that over to my own port. Okay. Oh, and I can do an edict. Public order. Right, with what's going on at the moment, I am going to do lots of loyalty edicts. Now's when you want to be shouting slums at me, so I remember for next turn. So their army has to trespass through my territory to get out because I made a peace treaty with them. Objective issues. We've been rewarded with a scout. Completely control 4 provinces either by direct ownership or through military alliances. Oh, that was the second one. Huh. What? So somebody's invaded up there. You can double time it here. You can stay here, but we're gonna rip all of them out. And before one of you shouts it, this is the one. Let's grab that. And I'm going to get more slums because of that. But hopefully we're also... Yeesh. But that should be going up now. Assuming we don't have a secessionist event. If I have a civil war, they won't have to be worried. She'll definitely have to deal with being a pacifist. Because if we have a civil war, she is a pacifist, so... Yeah, that could be interesting. Tell you what, these guys are going to stay here. So they're not too far from her. Just going to move up to there. What? How to up this loyalty? I think I need to have a bit more of a look at how to deal with that. Yeah, we've got a scout over here. A warlord, even. You can come and join this army. Ah, oh wow. Anyway. unfortunately, guys, it is midnight here, and I've been doing this for 2 hours now. So that is going to be the end of the stream for today. I do hope you've enjoyed it, guys. I'll try and do a bit more tomorrow. Unfortunately, as mentioned, I'm doing this late. I'm doing this because the game's come out recently, and I thought I'd give it a go. Thank you for reminding me. So while I sort out these slums... How are we doing? Yeah, we want one of these again. No, let's get more farms. You've made me completely forget what I was saying. Yeah, so I do hope you've enjoyed watching this, guys. I'm going to be keeping doing this. Obviously, it's probably going to be a little random, but they will all get published on my... they will all get published on my channel as well. So if you have enjoyed this, by all means, keep an eye on that to see them. Saturday nights around this time, I'm going to try and do it. But that's only going to be once a week. I obviously do lots more than just this. I do, Warhammer stuff and things as well. Also, guys, there's a link to my Discord down below. I happen to have a spare key for this. So, because I forgot I got it from the Emperor's Edition. So there is a competition going on my Discord, which will end in about 12 hours. If you want to jump over there, it's in the announcement section. You've just got to react to the thing to be in for a chance of getting a key for this. Other than that, guys, thank you very much for watching, and please feel free to comment in the comments as well, or in the chat. So thank you very much, and I'm stopping the stream now rather than rambling on and on and on. Thank you, guys.